All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, lovely people, and welcome once again to this wonderful YouTube platform. This is Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform that gives you quality news and information on everything happening in Biafran land. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel and make sure you turn on your notifications so that you can get notified whenever we drop our spanking news. But one thing we are sure is to give you all the updated news and information as it they happen. Now, straight up to the issue happening in Enugu State, the issue of the Oja musician in the person of Mba, who Ojamba also, I think that's what they call him, who was actually murdered, in cold blood by the Nigerian terrorist police. It was a very crazy one. That the fact that you murdered an innocent man and the whole police, are actually denying the fact. In fact, the Nigerian police went as far as possible to say that, the policeman that fired the musician is not actually a police. They are denying everything. They are trying to remove their names from anything that has to do with the buying of that innocent man, and that has actually generated a feud in Enugu State. As I'm talking to you currently now, Enugu is as hot as a hot iron, if I should put it that way. It's as hot as fire because both the youth are protesting, the youth are trying to engage the police officers, and the funniest thing is that they were protesting initially, and the same police people that spied this innocent young man started attacking them, burning and what is it called, firing tear gas to them. We're still in a country where these so-called terrorist police and army in uniform, the way they curtail issue of protesters, innocent protesters, is to fire at them, and the country has continued to defend them because these same police officers continue to fight for the government and do the dirty works of the government, and that has generated a lot of controversies in Biafran land. So as I'm talking to you now, Enugu State is on total shutdown. First, the reason why Enugu State is on total shutdown is the fact that, one, the Biafran Republic government in exile, Prime Minister, in the person of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Joko, actually declared a sit at home, a lockdown. And the major reason why he declared this lockdown is, so that the police officer will be fetched out. The Biafran Liberation Army are, they are actually on standby to make sure that this police officer is actually fetched out by every means possible. And that is what we call a government that actually puts his people first, a government that comes out, to defend the people. Now, funny enough, this governor of Enugu State, Mba, who have been fighting tooth and nail, who have been, dragging the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Joko over the seat at home, hasn't even said anything. So this is the kind of government we run, where the governors and the leaders do not actually care about the people that are being that they are ruling or that they are governing. All they care about is what goes to them. All they care about is the power. So once it's not their business, once it's not causing any issue for them, once it's favoring them, they don't have any problem. But the ones that is not favoring them, they come out all out to make sure that they cause all kind of controversies. But the reality is that, take it or leave it, Enugu State currently is in total shutdown, and the reason is because this continuous incessant killing happening in southeastern part of the country must stop. It must come to an end if something is not actually done as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, let us enter into this confirm and broadcast where the whole issue and how it all happened was actually dissected by Odinawa. Please make sure you share this video to as many groups and platforms as possible, and continue to subscribe, continue to comment. We want to hear your own views concerning these issues and this incessant killing happening in southeastern part of the country.
Sharing the broadcast that everyone may know. Those in the Kamwanya may know that we are live and direct. So we are going to begin with this. Let us begin with this, because actually this very broadcast this night is not going to be like usual broadcast we do. Rather, it's going to be an announcement and, of course, a brief analysis of what is going on or what has already transpired within 24 to 48 hours this very end of the week. Now, if you look at your screen, something very, very unbelievable, something very, very incredible, something very, very, not even incredible, unpleasant, something very, very sad happened in the old Enugu state, where a Biafran musician, a talented Ogene Biafra musician, Biafran Ogene singer, known as Igbo somebody. I don't even know the guy when he was alive. I only heard about him in Cape Azo after Kandi. The criminals, or should I say the Nigerian terrorists in Pølice, spied him a couple of days ago. Now, after this very news, which you can see on your screen by the Guardian Nigeria, which almost all the news platforms carried since yesterday. Now, according to the headline from the Guardian, which they say, police officer arrested, detained over murder of Enugu musician. Now, what the PM said, which of course is one of the main reasons why I said I have to come live this evening to create more awareness to this, because it's going to happen tomorrow, just a couple of hours from now. And I want to urge every one of you listening to me from your location to start please making calls, especially those from Enugu or those that have their family members or relatives in the old Enugu state. Very, very important. So, according to the PM, the first, of course, announcement said, the entire former Enugu state will be under lockdown on Tuesday, 29th October 2024. This day will be used to hunt the buyers of this innocent man. Enugu, enough is enough. Pitamba, enough is enough. Pitamba, enough is enough. Now, I watched a video clip today. I watched a video clip of this man. This very man, Igbo somebody, Igbo something like that. The video clip which I watched, according to the voiceover, the person said that this very man has already done, even I saw the video where this man did a collabo with Jack Nwamba. Those of you who listen to our local music and watch our local musicians will know who is Jack Nwamba, who plays this organe music. So this guy has done a collaboration music with a Jack, and the voiceover was saying that this guy was spied when the Enugu State Police invited him to come and sing for them for a certain party or something like that in their own station. Right? Now, this man, this Igbo man, went to sing for the zoo police, and then a high-ranked police officer actually is the one who pulled the trigger and murdered him in cold blood. Initially, they claimed it was accidental discharge. But when forensic investigations and substantial evidences were, exposed, forensic investigation was carried out while substantial evidences were exposed to the public. It is the record now has it that this man was, murdered in cold blood. This man was murdered in cold blood, and there is nothing like accidental discharge. They purposely shot at him several times, because I still have those, information here with me. So because of this, because now that Biafra land has government, listen, they have been doing this and they have been getting away with it. They have been doing it and they've been going away with it without repercussion, without retaliation, without consequences. But now that the Biafra has government, it is the time for the terrorists in the military or police uniform representing the terrorist state known as Nigeria will feel the heat, because the head of every Biafran is very, very important to the Biafran government. More than 10,000 terrorists from Sahel. So, since the Biafra land has government, it is very, very important to follow the directive of the government in order to make the terrorists to pay dearly for their evil and their murderous tendencies against the Biafran people, their murderous activities against the people of Biafra. So now, if you see, or if you go through the write-up here, according to the PM, he said, the entire former Enugu state will be under lockdown on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, 29th October 2024. And then it didn't end there. It's not just to lock down Enugu state, to mourn him. No, it's not about mourning him. He said that this day, tomorrow, Tuesday, 29th of October, 2024, this day will be used. It will be used to haunt the fires of this innocent Biafran man. So the sit at home is not just to spite, Peter Mba or whosoever parade him or herself as a political leaders in Enugu state. No, that is not the case. That is not the case. It is to use it to hunt down the fires of this man. And it's not only this man. A couple of days or weeks ago, there was also an announcement that one Igbo young man, one Igbo young business guy was also fired in the same old Enugu state by the same terrorist in police uniform. And Peter Mba did nothing. Peter Mba Nwaobanse did not do anything about that. No even official statement was made. People are going about their normal businesses as if, thank you. People have, given me the full name. Frank Agude, thank you. Igbo Ja, Mr. D, thank you. Igbo Ja, they said his name is Igbo Ja. So, these terrorists in police and military uniform going about slaughtering innocent Biafrans, it is not going to be business as usual anymore. And they are feeling the heat. They are feeling the heat. So let me show you more information about this issue, this very incident, and of course, what is going to happen moving forward. I want you to know that this time around, the terrorists can no longer come and buy innocent Biafran and get away with it. That time has passed. I'm telling you, that time has passed. Now, there's another, of course, information that I have here, and I don't know how it's going to affect this very, live broadcast we are making right now. I don't know how it's going to affect it, but let me try and see what to do, because it has some gory image that I wouldn't want to show on the screen. So, but let me try and see how I can manage. Let me use one of the write-ups that I have here and try to block some part of that very gory image in order for it not to, of course, appear in the, on screen. Let me try and see. Okay. I don't know. Just a moment, please. To us, he is there to work with us. He is there. The Spirit of God is there for everybody. Only what you need is to acknowledge it and activate it. Once you acknowledge it, you activate it. Know the Spirit of God that you're working with. Know it. Once you know it, things will be a kind of easier for you. It will be very difficult for something very, very bad to happen to you, because you will be ministered to. Now, he was reportedly shot several times at the back while setting up his instrument. He was setting his instrument there by the police station to perform for them, and they shot at him several times. The police officers dumped his corpse in their unmarked Hilux patrol vehicle at UNTH Enugu and fled the scene afterwards. Iboja is survived by a wife and 2 kids. Can you imagine that? He is survived by a wife and 2 kids. That is unbelievable. And of course, be rest assured that the kids in question are very, very young and, of course, little. You see? So, over 8 bullets was shot at him, yet the terrorist police of the Zoological Republic called it accidental discharge. That is unbelievable. So because of that, of course, we all know since 2 days ago, since Saturday and Sunday, Enugu has been hot because youths are protesting, setting some things ablaze, burning down some things, burning tires along the street, while the same terrorist police are tear gassing the youths, trying to disperse them. trying to disperse them because they are protesting against the murder of Iboja. So things have not been so calm in Enugu State. Therefore, this very sit at home tomorrow must hold. And as at the time of this very live broadcast, the Prime Minister of Bľøøðŷ has never called off the sit at home because there are some Umuokoko, and they claim to be agitators, they claim to be freedom fighters, yet they say that there is no sit at home. Because of what? They are not the one who ordered the sit at home, and they do not have the balls to order it because they are all working together with these criminal and evil politicians in our land. So they have no guts, no impetus, no authority, no audacity to order sit at home in any Nigerian state within Biafra territory. You understand now? So inform everybody, inform all people, especially those of you that live in Enugu, in the old Enugu, and of course, those of you that have your family members and relatives in those areas, you must inform them not to go out tomorrow because this very sit at home that was announced by the PM has already, gotten to both the terrorist police, the terrorist army, and the illegitimate government officials in the old Enugu State. So now they are now parading everywhere, trying to station themselves in the strategic areas in the old Enugu State in order to cause murder, mayhem, and shoot at sight tomorrow. So this information is pure and intact. And if you have anybody in the old Enugu State, do not hesitate to call them and let them know what is going on. Now, let me show you again, like what I said, before. Let me show you now. Please, once you are here, endeavor to like and share the broadcast. Very, very important. We came very, very late, so we may not expect much. But once you are here and you are Biafran and you like what we are doing, share the broadcast that others may know we are live. Now, according to the PM, this is another, statement or tweet that he made over this very development. He said, "You can't deceive Biafrans anymore. The lockdown of Enugu State will be locked down on Tuesday. The other young boy was also spied by the terrorist police the same week in the old Enugu State." Now, this is the police officer that spied our brother, this man. I have a report here. Let me even check his name. I don't know if he's still here. This very, of course, Premium Times or The Guardian. The Guardian. I think I have the full report here. Just a second. This is Premium Times. I think I have the one reported by The Guardians. Let me check from the other page. Just a moment. The man you are seeing on the screen is the police officer who spied this Iboja. Let me see if it's going to open so that I will show you both the name of this idiot and, of course, other information that you need to know about it. Okay. As I wait for it to open, police inspector buys popular Enugu musician. This is not the one I wanted to see because the one I wanted to see has the picture of that very inspector. So, but according to the write-up, it says, the Enugu State Police Command has announced the arrest and detention of a police inspector serving in the anti-cultism tactic for alleged murder of a male traditional Ogene musician, Okezie, popularly known as Igbo Ja. So, the command spokesperson, DSP Daniel Ndukwe, in a statement made available to our correspondent on Saturday morning, said that the incident occurred around 8 p.m. on Friday, October 25th, 2024, at the tactical squad headquarters when the victim was leaving the squad's headquarters after a friendly visit. But it was just to perform for the terrorist police. They said, although Ndukwe said that the intention of the trigger-happy police officer was yet to be understood. The State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Kanayo Uzuebu, had directed a full-scale investigation into the incident. What is the investigation? Ndukwe said a male police inspector serving in the anti-cultism tactical squad of Enugu State Police Command has been arrested and detained for the alleged murder of a male traditional Ogene music, Okezie Chikezie Mba, popularly known as Igbo Ja. The incident occurred around 8 p.m. on October 25th, 2024, at the tactical squad's headquarters. So, what is the name of this inspector? What is the name? They did not mention the name. They tried to hide his identity. They did not mention his name. I couldn't see the name. The Commissioner of Police, Kana UK, no, they did not mention the name. And still, they are still calling it alleged. That's another problem. They are still calling it alleged murder of a popular Igbo Ogene, traditional Ogene musician. They still call it alleged. So, but you can see here, I'm sure you can see this second person here. This is the inspector himself who died our brother, this man here. So, as they are carrying out their senseless investigation, our men, the Biafran army, will be doing their own too. Because if they think that they will allow this man to escape, I want to assure them this evening or this night, if I may say, that their plan has failed woefully. If they try to whisk him out of Enugu, the old Enugu state, their plan has failed. Because of course, the Prime Minister of Bļøøḍū has instructed the total clampdown on this terrorist and his likes in the old Enugu state. So this man, since they said they have arrested him, let us now see how it's all going to end. This is the man here. It's quite unfortunate. There's another page which I wanted to read from, where his face was very, very bold. But unfortunately, I can't see that very page again. So, but we have to continue. So Enugu, the old Enugu state, whether Peter Mba likes it or not, will be under lock and key tomorrow. And this man, Peter Mba, did not made any official statement concerning the murder of this very man. Even the man bear his own name. They are namesake. Mbamba. Unbelievable. Now, this is another young Igbo boy who was also murdered in cold blood by these terrorists in police uniform in the same old Enugu state. According to the brother who wrote, he said, this is his brother Smith. His name is called Smith. Now, he was murdered in Enugu yesterday by the Nigeria police. This is so sad. You understand now? This is so sad. And he's just a young boy, a young flesh-blooded Igbo son. And they gunned him down for doing nothing. For doing nothing. And Peter Mba did not issue any official statement over this incident because of what? They are working for him. These buyers of our people, these terrorists in police uniform are all working for Peter Mba. They are working together. So there is no need of issuing an official statement by the so-called Enugu state government. The illegitimate government of Enugu state has found it very, very impossible to issue an official statement. Rather, it is the Biafra government in exile issuing official statement and also fighting or seeking justice for this very young Igbo people. But Peter Mba is there doing nothing. He's not concerned, in as much as the incident did not touch his, status quo, his seat. He is very, very comfortable. That's why we cannot allow them to breathe in Biafra land. We can't. We can't. Now, I'm going to move into the next segment of this very broadcast, which says IPOBDOS officially joins Nigeria, of course, politics. The IPOBDOS Nigeria has officially joined the Nigeria politics. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. So let us, deal with, let us first of all, just a moment. Before we come to IPOB DOS West African Limited officially joining politics, let us deal with this briefly before we continue. I will show you this. Remember that Chukwu Masoludo Sulafu Solufulani going up and down for the past, 3 weeks now, campaigning for the end to the, of course, our Monday sit at home. So I will show you one stupid video of Soludo. Maybe you might have seen it, but I will still play it so that we can
Consistency is the key to freedom. This is Onitsha today, Onitsha Main Market. Today being the 28th of October 2024, Monday sit at home update. As you can see, all plazas still remain under lockdown.
28th of October 2024. So that means all the Soludo's campaign, all this while for the past 3 weeks to 1 month, he has been touring all over the places, going with his armies and the entourage, campaigning no more sit at home. Still, and he started it here in Main Market. He started this tour in Main Market in the last 3 weeks. Since the last 3 weeks, he's been touring. Yet, Main Market is still very, very dry today.
Thank you. Celebrating protests. Massing unconditional release and for Biafran freedom. There is a freedom that is ongoing. And if you are a Biafran, a hardcore, if you haven't voted, go out there and vote. Vote for your freedom and freedom of your people. Mazen Namdekan must be released, and it comes December 2nd. Biafra redeclaration is sacrosanct. This is on Saturday.
Onitsha Main Market, the most populous, the richest, the most famous, Everything the most on the Chairman market. No any, the largest, if I may say. There is no any other business, environment or entity, organization, or whatsoever you may think of that is better or bigger than main market Onitsha. Yes. In the entire eastern region, in the entire Biafra land. And if you want to go far, if you want to further it to the entire zoological republic, maybe you can't like one or maybe 2 or 3 markets. Maybe 2 or 3. Maybe you can't Alaba International, you can't Trade Fair, and then you may count Sabongeri Kano. Maybe. And then you can't main market. Yet till today, it is locked down completely. Solo Afufu Solo Nkita. I will show you what Soludo did.
Demand self-referendum. In a practical way. Consistency is the key to freedom. This is Onitsha today, Onitsha main market. Today being the 28th of October 2024, Monday Start-home update. As you can see, all plazas still remain under lock and key. Celebrity protests. Massacre, unconditional release and for Biafran freedom. There the same referendum that is ongoing. And if you are a Biafran, a hardcore, if you haven't voted, go out there and vote. Vote for your freedom and freedom of your people. Massacre must be released. And it comes December 2nd. Biafran declaration is sacrosanct. This is on Saturday. Demand self-referendum. In a practical way. This is the overcrowded, most populated, popular market in West Africa.
Okay, now let me Kaimugodo Belamu before we proceed. Kaimu Belamu before we proceed. Belamu. At least it is now recorded and of course registered that sit at home is still very, very intact in Biafra territory. Sit at home has never ended. And again, it is another shocker to Chukwu na kwa itinye afa Chukwu ọ na-efe ofere m arụ ikwu n'ọnụ. State since you became the illegitimate governor of the state. You claim to be the #1 indigene of the said state. You claim to be the emperor, the professor. Which face are you now using to continue your tourism, and you left other things you are supposed to do to better the lives of those that you claim to govern? You left them because they are not important. You are struggling to stamp your authority in the defunct Anambra state since you became the illegitimate governor of the state. You have been struggling to stamp your authority, but it is not happening. It is not working. Soludo. I'm calling you with the name that you asked us to call you today. Soludo. Can't you rest? Look at how wretched you look. Look at how helpless and hopeless you look. You have been defeated. After your campaign in Onitsha